to be discussing generalization and discrimination. Here to discuss with us is Sesman Williams, an expert on the techniques used in the research of this phenomenon.
We use discrimination and generalization in everyday life to help us make deductive reasoning when exposed to novel situations. These two methods are in contrast to one another, and discrimination is the ability to perceive and respond to difference among stimuli. Generalization is, however, taking specific stimuli that one has been exposed to and applying to the same responses to a novel stimulus. These two types of learning have been tested in many ways to better understand the process. Generalization and discrimination are useful in everyday life to better understand the environment or experiences. However, it can be drawbacks by using the new experiences because we have made assumptions.
What have been some experiments shown for these learning mechanisms?
One of the most widely used generalization tasks was done by pigeons by Jenkins and Harrison and found the proper generalization gradient to train tones. Generalization gradients were also found in horses by Doherty and Lewis in their trained stimulus.
So we see that animals are able to generalize. Is there any research on discrimination?
One discrimination study done by Livinsley and McLaurin trained participants to discriminate between similar colors. Another study by Tyler found the same results. The participants trained for a particular stimulus were able to successfully determine.
Can you explain what happened specifically in Livinsley's experiment?
Livinsley and McLaurin in 2009 studied generalization and discrimination using a computer-based task. Participants were presented with different green colored squares, with one being more yellow and one more blue. They were asked to differentiate between the colored squares. This task was used in 3 trials, and it was shown that each trial participant was progressively better at discriminating between yellow-green and blue-green colored squares.
Now we're going to look at some real-life examples of generalization and discrimination.
Hey guys, I brought you some coffee. I see you have Starbucks. Have you ever tried Alpine?
I've never tried it, but I love all coffee, so I'll try it.
Thank you.
Thanks. It's really good.
Hey guys, I brought you some Alpine coffee.
Thanks. I actually really like Starbucks.
Really, you should try it. It's my favorite.
This is really bitter. Starbucks is definitely my favorite.
In the practical application of generalization and discrimination, we see Allie generalizing her love of other coffee she has tried to Alpine's coffee, which she has never had before. In the second clip, we see the opposite, where she is given Alpine coffee but does not like it because she is used to Starbucks. Being able to discriminate between these coffee types shows that we do not generalize with everything.